I'm finally back with another video after a bit of a long break. I don't have the polls recorded for these guys because I got one for free off the new Ruby website and the other in just a few polls, but this video is going to be about Black Knight and Black Maiden. You might be wondering about all the other characters that I missed though. Well, I don't have Ori, Seraphina, Thief Erica, Hunter Ditrana, Crick, Morana, or Midia, but I do have Pardis, Cleric Hikari, Raimei, and Merchant Secret, who is basically just an early launch 5-star it seems. I also got Kagamune, but I haven't done his 5-star fight yet. Eventually though, and I'll make videos about the first 3 that I mentioned as well. Although I hate to disappoint that I don't have polls for them either, but I will have more polling videos coming soon. For now though, this is just going to be a simple video going over their skills, and then a couple battles to show them off. First are Black Knights. He has a single target sword attack that hits dark and gives 10% defense down, and an AoE sword that hits dark and has a medium chance to blind. He has an AoE 50% physical down and sword resistance down debuff. A single target ally except for self overkill, and then he gives himself 30% physical attack and sword damage up and gives the front row 2 BP. And he can overkill the back row and recharge one of his ults and charge it up 25 to 100%. This move has negative priority though. He has an AoE 2-hit sword that hits dark and gains additional hits depending on how many allies are affected by his special buff. With 1 ally he gets 3 total hits, and at 4 allies he gets 4 total hits. He also has a random target 3-hit sword that hits dark and gets additional hits depending on how many allies are affected by his buff. 1 ally is 4 hits and 4 allies is 5 hits. He has a single target 4-hit sword that hits dark and applies debuffs to the enemy depending on how many allies are affected. With 1 ally, he gets 50% sword resistance down, and 4 allies gives 50% physical defense down. And he also has a 1-hit 290 to 500 power sword attack that hits dark and has 100,000 damage cap up. The power of this skill increases by 1.5 times with 1 ally infected and 2 times with 4 allies. And for his TP skill, he has a party-wide 10 to 40% heal, and if healed allies are affected by a special buff, they gain 30% attack and defense up buffs for 3 turns. Now for his EX skill, it has 1 use, and the use condition is that 4 allies had to be affected. It increases his active physical attack and sword damage up buff caps to 50%, and it gives him 20% physical attack and sword damage up as well, and 100,000 damage cap up for 36 turns. Plus 100% power for 2 turns, and his sword attacks shave an extra shield point for 2 turns as well. And for his ultimate, he can overkill an ally to give himself HP and 10% SP regen for 3 turns, and allow him to triple cast attacking abilities 2 times. When this is used at 200%, he gets 3 uses of triple cast instead. Yes, that is right. Black Knight is our very first triple caster that we have. For his first basic support skill, he gives the party, except for himself, a special revival buff. When revived with this buff, it consumes it and restores 2 BP and 100% ult charge. And they obtain a new affected buff, which gives 10% passive physical and crit up, as well as go towards all the things that he needs affected allies for. His second basic support skill makes him immune to death sentence, and his 6-star upgrade also adds paralysis, charm, and enchanted, which I don't actually know what that is. Oh well. His regular support skill is at the end of the turn, anyone fallen with the revival buff is revived, consuming it and giving the aforementioned buffs. And finally, for his TP support skill, he gains passive buffs depending on how many allies are affected by his special buff in the party. 1 ally gives 30% physical attack and sword damage up, 3 allies gives 100,000 damage cap up, 5 allies gives 2 BP regen, and 7 allies lets Black Knight's physical attacks hit all physical weaknesses. Okay, time to do Black Maidens. She has an AoE dark attack that has a medium chance to paralyze, and the exact same move, but it's blindness instead of paralysis. An AoE dark attack. And that's it for her dark attacks. Next, she has an AoE 15% defense up buff, and if the receiver is a warrior, 15% physical attack up as well. She can also give AoE 1 to 4 elemental dodges. That's pretty unique. And she has a buff that starts a 4-turn countdown. Once the countdown is up, it gives the party 15% resistance up, and if the receiver is a warrior, 15% sword damage up. Next, she has an AoE 15% attack and defense down debuff. She has a move where she gives the front row a buff that allows their attacks to also hit fire, ice, and lightning for 3 to 6 turns. And she can give single target 15% resistance down and also apply 2 to 5 sword and dark weakness implants. She has a priority AoE active defense down cap raise debuff to 50%, and then she also applies 15% defense down on top of that. And her TP skill is a priority single target 20 to 50% damage reduction for 1 turn. If the receiver is a warrior, it doubles the damage reduction, basically allowing for 100% damage reduction. Now for her EX skill, it is a party-wide except for herself 25 to 100% HP and SP auto-revive, and a 3-turn death countdown, and 1 special revival buff, which upon revival consumes the buff and gives passive buffs, being 30% elemental, speed, and dark damage up for 9 turns. It has 1 use per battle, and the use condition is turn 8 and onwards. Now, her ultimate is a party-wide auto-revive, and if used at 200%, also allows the party to exploit all elemental weaknesses for 2 turns. Now for her support skill. Her basic support skill changes her regular attack to dark, and she can land elemental crits as well. And she has a support skill that's basically exactly the same as her EX skill, which gives the party, except for herself, a 100% HP and SP auto-revive, 3 turns of death countdown, and 1 special revival buff. Upon revival, they give passive buffs, which are 30% elemental attack and defense up, speed up, and dark damage up for 9 turns. However, she also gives 30% dark damage up for the first 3 turns of battle as well. For her next support skill, when an ally falls in battle, or she uses her ultimate, she gains 4 turns of a special passive buff that gives her 30% elemental attack up, defense up, speed up, and dark damage up, as well as immediately recharging her latent power. And her TP support skill is a latent power. It has 3 turns to charge and 6 turns to recharge. It changes her skills to the following: a 290 to 500 power dark attack that direct hits, a random target 4 hit dark that gives 15% dark resistance down on each hit and direct hits, and an AoE 8 hit dark that direct hits. By the way, direct hitting means that the attack can't be dodged. And that's it, and now we'll do some battles. Let's see how some other enemies would fare in the Bestower of All Chapter 6 Sazantos fight.
試練を始める青き火竜よ
Remember, Black Knight is immune to Death Countdown, which actually means he can use the Live Alive artifact without any consequences. I also brought Pardus because I haven't made a video on him yet, but I will, don't worry.
褒めて
ありがとう。
切り刻む。
はっはっはっはっ。私が出る。シンコ外れ。飛ばしてやる。我が剣を。
切り刻む。
生きた。ちょっと
僕が支える。
頼んだ。頑張って。動かない。
最強の炎、とくと味わえ。切り刻む。
罰します。
成果よ、導きたまえ。未来を守れなかった。
まだだ。
これだね。
絶対の王。
油断はしない。
私が出る。
あとは頼む。
私が守り抜く。
もっと早くにやらぬか。
ありがとう。
備えましょう。守るべきものを守るために。ありがとう。
罰します。
頼みつけてあげる。ちょっとお願い。
これでどうだ。
動かない。お気をつけて。
耐えるんだ。
感謝します。備えましょう。お任せし
黒
ます。
き力を。
助かりました。助かった。助かったよ。お任せし
今
ます。
日誰だと心得る。
助かったよ。青き炎は我が魂、我が森人なり。僕が支える。
最強の炎、とくと味わえ。
備えましょう。
貴様に安らかな死などを与える。この炎、貴様に消せ。
罰します。
ために。
僕が支える。しまった。
すぐ終わらせる。決める。
これの力。
お気をつけて。この命、闇の影。セレ、リシル、トランテ。
真の絶望を教えてやろう。命を捧げよう。真の主を知るがいい。
さあ、ここからだ。はあ、これでどうだ。ああ、よし、今だ。
光よ。お迎え
召
します。
してやる。よこそは神ぞ。
青き炎は我が魂、我が守人なり。
享受せよ。
この一撃に託す。
焼き尽くしてやろう。
さあここからだ。はあ、これでどうだ。ああ、
受けてみろ。
召してやる。よこそは神ぞ。えい。余計な手間をかけさせる。
These guys are just so strong. The chopper at the end wasn't even needed because he just kept capping. I'll need more cap up with him, definitely. Now we'll do battles without them together to show how they do on their own rather than paired. First is Dark Maiden in a Dark... Yeah, we've all heard this before. Bargello this. Family that. Even Bargello's getting bored of it.
こっちへ来い。遊ばせてもらおうかな。私が守り抜く。感謝してやる。でもありがとう。頼んだわ。
分け合うんだ。
期待に応えよう。しつけてあげる。はっ。ちょっとお願い。
弾け飛べ。
暗闇よ、乱れ飛べ。当たるものか。
分け合うんだ。
弱らせておこう。はいつくばるがよい。暗闇も食らい尽くせ。頼むわ。厄介。当たるものか。
頼りにしてるぜ。
まだ終われないのに。必ずここでために番です。よし。お願いします。私が守り抜く。力が湧いてきます。早く出る。よいよい。頼んだわ。あまねく来たり清掃の極光。そんな。
分け合うんだ。
助かったよ。期待に応えよう。ちょっとお願い。力が湧いてきます。役に立てなくて。暗闇よ、乱れ飛べ。真羅万象震わす強水。天よりよりと我が敵を射抜け。頼むわ。
頼りに
まずいです。はいつくばるがよい。もっと見せて。暗闇に光。甘いね。あまねく来たら虚空の影よ。天地万物むさぼり食らえ。この
行くぞ。
ちょっとお願い。
弾け飛べ。
もっと見せて。暗闇に光を消せ。歓喜するがよい。
期待に応えよう。
この
行くぞ。
ちょっと通じねえやつ。いつやのははいつくばるがよい。
暗闇よ乱れ飛べ。真の断身震わす強水。天より降りて我が敵を射抜け。早くとどめよ。
And I'm already back to not counting my shields.
行くぞ。
ちょっとお
わら
願い。
わは誰にも止められぬ。
もっと見せて。暗闇に光を消せ。あまり虚空の影よ天地万物むさぼり食らえ。
行くぞ。
ちょっと通じねえやつ。いいだろう。
多くはするんだよ。助かったわ。助かったよ。エスコートしてくれる？あまねく来たる清掃の極光。天地万物を砕きて怪人となせ。久しぶりですね。助かった。ありがとう。戦うの。
分け合うんだ。
早くせぬか。ちょっとお願い。
狩り働け。
巻いてきます。頼んだわ。真の断身震わす強水。天より降りて我が敵を射抜け。どうして
覚えておる。
頼りにしてる。
でも
弾け飛べ。頭を出して。
もっと見せて。暗闇に光を消せ。あまり世の量を見よ天地万物むさぼり食らえ。世界を救うのも楽ではないな。
Not as high numbers as I was hoping for, but that was in part due to my rustiness having been gone for a little while. Black Maiden may not have been shown off much, but she's only there to debuff and buff. Once they die and come back, she's applying 30% dark damage up for a while, which is very hard to come by, so she's still helping a lot. Now we'll do one with just Black Knight. I felt like using a couple characters that I don't use very often, so that'll give a bit of variety to this. Plus, this is a new refight they added as well.
楽になった
これならいけます。
くそ。消え去れ。我が理想のため。立ち上が
終われない。
矢は尽きていない。
る。よし、楽になったかい。
助かる。
うん。
ス
ジャックレンジ
消え去れ。
すまない、私の番です。
譲ろう。
こっちへ来い。
あとは頼んだぞ。イーベンの剣だ。
切り開く。はあ、当たるものか。まずいです。連携しましょう。
様、
まだまだこれからです。
寝てはいられないぞ。
期待にかかってこい。はっ、
楽になった
この礼は必ず。
滅びの力。
力を与えたまえ。
口を叱ろう。
当たるものか。
迷い込ませてやる。死の世界へと。
これならいけます。
さて、鬼に金棒だね。
助かる。
くそ。
連携しましょう。
貴様には消せ。我が力を。
助かったぞ。
余計な世話。
一緒に任せよ。焼き尽くしてやろう。あとは頼んだぞ。暗いな。様子を見してんなよ。
見えたし。
この恩は必ず返す。覚悟しろ。危険無白山。召してやる。
消え去れ。
ありがたいね。
見えた。己の生き様を後悔しながら別れを告げさせてやろう。足がうがいえ。
野郎ども、気合い入れろ。覚悟しろ。危険無白山。召してやる。愛となれ。ただ救ってやりたいのだ。
That was pretty fast. I can't seem to find a challenge for these overpowered characters unless I do something like a wave battle, but that would be way too long for a small video like this just showcasing the characters. Alright, that's it for the video. Now, I'll explain everything that I need to explain. First, sorry for being absent for so long. I really just got burned out, but I enjoyed making this, so I think I'm back at it. I have quite a lot of videos planned, including possibly some not Octopath related ones, so they probably won't get many views, but still, I plan on making videos for all the remaining characters I've gotten since I've been gone, plus a load of wave battle videos as well as a tier list. Not that I know exactly what's good and what's not, or have all the characters, but I still want to make one just for the fun of it. Mainly also as my 1,000 subscriber special, which brings me to my next point. Wow, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. It may not seem like much to some, but I'm still just very grateful for it. Thanks again to all of you so much. Thanks so much for watching. I'm looking forward to coming back and making more videos, and I really hope you guys are looking forward to watching them as well. And just one more time, I really gotta thank you guys again for 1,000 subscribers. So for now, I'll spare you from asking you to subscribe. I just did, didn't I? Well, either way, my channels are here on the left and my last video is here on the right, and it's good to be back.